these little canvas boards, nothing too exciting. Typically when I use them, if I do like something with a lot of paint on it, it tends to warp. So I'm hoping that just because it's a bloom, it's not going to be all warpy. I know that's not a word, but I'm using it. So I'm going to try to do an orange palette. I am going to see here. So I'm going to use the Pebeo Studios Blue Black. I know that's not orange, and I just said it was an orange palette, but I'm using it. I need some contrast, I think. And then I am going to use, Artistloft Metallic Orange. And then I'm going to use Amsterdam Copper. And then I was going to use a different color, but I messed it up. So I'll show you that color in a minute because it's a bunch of colors, unfortunately. And then I'm going to use the Amsterdam Tin Pewter. I haven't used this color yet, but it's super pretty. Let's see, focus. There it goes. And then, so in this color, or in this cup rather, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's really not wanting to focus today for some reason. Come on. There it goes. So in this cup, it's more like a brown. I was trying to get like a dark orange. So what I did was I added a little tiny drop, literally, of black, and then the Creative Inspirations Vermillion. Did not work. It just turned brown. But I'm going to use it because I don't like wasting paint. So we're going for it anyway. And then I did Arteza Pearl Marmalade. If you guys don't have these Artezas, they're super pretty. I love them quite a bit. Mixed with a tiny bit of Pearl Papaya Orange by Arteza as well. And then it wasn't dark enough, so it was more like the copper. Actually, it looked almost identical to that copper, and I didn't want two coppers. So then I went back to the Creative Inspirations and I added a splash of the Vermillion. And mix it really quick because apparently I didn't do a good enough job. And I ended up getting this color, which was kind of what I was looking for, like a darker orange, like a burnt orange almost, because I don't have a burnt orange, so I really wanted a burnt orange. So those are my colors today, and hopefully it turns out the way that I'm wanting it to. I don't know if it's going to or not, but we're gonna cross our fingers and toes and hope for the best. So I think I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the order here. And then, of course, sorry, I forgot. My Cell Activator is the Magic Sauce, which is the Australian Floetrol, and the Amsterdam Black. I think I used Lamp Black on that one. So, and then you got your base, which is nothing too exciting. I'm a little worried because I think I saw a couple of things fly in there because I forgot to strain it. Because, you know, sometimes you forget, I guess. So my base is just the Craft Smart White mixed with American Floetrol. So I don't want to put too much paint on here because it has a tendency, like I said, to warp. So I'm just going to try to spin this out a little tiny bit. Sorry, I'm just trying to kind of get it all over the canvas here. Had an uber fall in there. There we go. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with, I have a lot more dark colors than I do the lighter colors, so I'm a little worried about that. So I think I'm going to start with that black and the vermilion. First, I think. And then I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to do the copper next, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do the copper next. Realistically, probably should have like a lighter color in between, but I don't. So then I'm going to go back in with that Arteza Papaya. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Artistloft Metallic Orange. Just kidding. We're going to do a splash of that in the center. And then I'm going to do that crazy color that I created all by myself for some reason. I'm going to go right in the center with that. I'm wiping my finger off on the cup, and you really shouldn't do that, but I did. And then I'm going to go in with that pewter. So I have 3 boards today because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. It's a Father's Day gift. I want to try to do something. So this is kind of what I came up with. So we'll see if it comes out, and if it doesn't, then I better figure it out because Father's Day is around the corner. Okay, so normally I use my big OXO spatula for omelets, but this is so little. I just bought these little spatulas off of Amazon. I don't remember what they're called. Sorry, I know it's terrible of me. I'm just going to try to move this white out a little bit. And actually, I lied. I'm going to do just a tiny little bit around the edges. Because last time I didn't have enough white and it didn't really move. And then I added white after and it didn't really... I got a little something in there. I don't know what that was. But then I felt like I kind of ruined it, which really was unfortunate because I really liked it. But it actually still ended up being super pretty, so not too upset about it. I don't know if I posted that video yet or not. Don't do that. See how I touched it and then I wiped it out? Don't do that. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to pop my little bubbles. Torch it really quick. Oh, see? Glad I looked. There's a little grossness in there. Nobody likes that. And then we're going to go in with the cell activator. And I'm still learning, so I still don't know exactly 100% how much to use of what and, you know, all that fun stuff. So I am still learning when it comes to that. So just bear with me. And I came all the way over here and I didn't even grab my blow dryer. Oh, just kidding. It's right next to me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go in on high because my low doesn't work very well. Right in the center and blow it out. Was like the worst blowout job ever. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna blow out some little pieces before I spin it because I really messed it up. And then I got a hair in there. That's what I was picking out because there was a hair on my bottle for some reason. So I had to pick that out. So give me just 1 second. Sorry for my head. And I'm okay with a little bit of white showing because he has a business and his logo is orange and white and black, but I felt like it needed something other than orange and black and white, because then I feel like it's just Halloween at that point. So my thought process, mind you, I don't even know if you guys are going to see this before Father's Day or not, so hopefully he doesn't see it, but my thought process is if I added a little bit different color, it might not look too, hey, it's Halloween. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and spin it out and hope for the best. The lacing always looks super cool, but like, see how I have white right there, and for whatever reason it's like, no, I'm not going to move on those edges, which is so crazy to me because I even spread it out. It's like, come on, man, come on, paint, come on over. If I just touch it a little bit, try to grab some of this white over here. Probably shouldn't have used a dirty finger. So these are, like I said, just little practices. I'm going to blow that out because I messed it up pretty bad. It would have looked really weird if I only had like two little spots of white on the edges. It doesn't look bad. I mean, I blew a little too hard here, just like I did last time, so you got all that white. But, I mean, what are you going to do? But I kind of like those lacings. I don't know if you guys can see it from up there or not. I am going to torch it from up high a little bit. Just like right in the center, and see if anything happens. I don't really think with that cell activator, I don't really think that the torch really does anything. I think the only thing that does anything is blowing on it. I literally got one dot from blowing on that. That's super funny. Okay, so I'm not mad at it. I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm going to, I was not really thinking about this one here. So I'm just gonna lift it up gently. Throw my napkin down before I shove it in the painting, because that's me. I will do that. There was a little white. There's a couple little spots that weren't all the way over. I'm just going to wipe my edges really quick because it is just a little board. I don't know why it's bored. I'm playing with it. Just kidding. Sorry. So there's the first one. I'm going to set it aside. And then I am going to wipe this off because I am awesome and I will fling paint everywhere it shouldn't be. Because that's kind of how I do things. Just like I just got paint on my other canvas that I'm about to paint on. Or board. I guess you can't really call it a canvas. I mean, technically it's a canvas, so. Okay, so let's wipe that off a little bit. Okay, so I'm thinking that little thing got, oh, and then I did it again. Look at that. I don't know where those are coming from. So I'm gonna do a little bit more this time. And then again, I'm just gonna go with my little spatula. I'm gonna wipe it around. It doesn't need to be super thick. I just need it to get it wet, essentially. So that is what I'm doing. Sorry if you can hear the dogs barking in the background. My son's playing on the video game and they get kind of crazy. There's a little booger in there. I didn't like that. Okay. I almost spun that and my cup was right underneath it. That would have been unfortunate. Okay, and then I do have everything leveled, but I don't know if you guys can see. See how it's already raising? It's very weird when it comes to that because it's thick, but it's like not thick enough, so it's kind of weird. I'm going to put another cup under this because I'm worried about it now that I'm talking to you about how it warps. I'm actually going to do 3. I don't know where I'm going to put all 3 of these now that I'm looking at it, but there we go. Just have to be careful and check on it because I don't think they're going to stay level. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to do what am I going to do? What am I going to do, guys? I think I'm going to do the copper first. So I'm going to go in with the copper. And then I'm going to do the tin or pewter. I think it has both names. I'm going to do those 2 together. And then I'm going to do that vermilion brown. That's what I'm going to call it. Vermilion brown. Probably have way too much paint on here. And then the orange. And then that color that I made. Oh, did you guys see that? So glad I saw that. That would have been terrible. And then I think, oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't even do, how funny. I didn't even do the blue black. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put that right on top, I think. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot that. Probably shouldn't have it right next to your cell activator. I don't know, maybe it'll be like amazing. I feel like because the cell activator is black, maybe you need to have like a lighter color on top. I don't know. And then I'm just gonna put this around because it's so weird. Like there's some spots over here. It's almost like maybe you need to prep it before you do anything. I don't know. It's so weird. But they're just testers, and I keep telling myself, no, they're just testers, it's fine. Because what I'm going to do the other one, my thought process and plan is, I'm going to do it on a board, and I want to do a blowout, and then I want to turn it into a clock, is my thought process. I don't know if it's going to work, but he needs a clock in his office, and that's what I think I'm gonna do anyway. I just realized I'm reaching and it's on a turntable. How funny. Just try to get it all over here. Okay. Alright, so again, right in the middle, on high. that blue black actually made a huge difference. I'm just gonna spin it out before. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try. I don't think you're supposed to move it. I don't think you're supposed to move it, but I did. Don't tell. Sorry, my phone's going off. Thought I muted it, but apparently I didn't. It's too late now. Okay, so that looks a lot better. I actually really like that blue black, but it doesn't really go with his colors, so I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm just gonna blow this part out right here. Okay, just try to get it all to incorporate. I'm gonna spin it out. It's stuck right here. I don't really mind doing the blowouts on these either. I'm just gonna get in the middle a little bit. Sorry if my crazy hair is all up in the way. I have a lot of it, so I have to kind of throw it up in a funky way, or it will get in the paint. I don't really care about it getting in the paint. I care about ruining my painting, though. Okay, I'm going to spin it out again. Whew, it started flinging. Almost hit my painting. It didn't. Whew. Oh my goodness, that would have been terrible. You guys would have been like, what happened to that one? It looks okay before you spun the other one. I'd been like, yeah, so fun story on that. So, I know I keep doing the torch, and I'm just used to doing the torch when I'm doing the acrylic. Let's see if anything pops up. Not really. Maybe. I kind of like made those a little bit more prominent. So what do you guys think of that one? Can you see it at all? Probably not. So if you get your big head out of the way all the dang time, you'll be able to see it. Just gonna get my other 3 cups ready. So here's that one. Just gonna go around, wipe my drips. I'll bring your finger back over it because that's just not smart to do. I don't like that white spot. I keep messing with it, but it's not really liking me very much. It's okay. There it goes. Yay! And I will bring you guys in for a close-up of this one too, obviously, of all 3 of them. So I'm just gonna put that one down and get paint all over everything that it's not supposed to have paint on. I'll wipe my hands really quick. And then, so underneath, this is just a little silicone mat. And I do that because, one, I don't like messing up my turntable, which, I mean, realistically, there's no fixing that right now. And 2, because I can peel off, after it dries, I can peel it off if I like something on there. and then use it in a different painting or what have you. Today I'm not, because like I said, I'm kind of on a time crunch. I don't really get to paint as often as I'd like, so, or like I have just, you know, like everybody does, have those days where you're just not painting even if you want to, because it's just not going right. You have the time, you have the space, you have the energy, and the paint is not working with you. Happens to all of us, so unfortunately. So I think on this one, I'm gonna do the white, obviously. I'm gonna wipe off that paint that dripped on my spatula. And you know what, I think instead, have you guys seen those like turntable swipes? I do like doing swipes quite a bit. I'm not amazing at them, but I think I'm pretty good at them. I've done a couple that have come out just super phenomenal, that I think anyway. And I like put silhouettes and stuff in there. I did that a couple of years ago, and it's funny because I just started my YouTube channel, so it's funny because I've done it and I'm seeing some people doing different things. And I'm like, oh, how cool! You know, great minds think alike. So there was one that I did with a rain swipe, and I put two people kissing under an umbrella, and one of my ladies that I love watching did the same thing. Sherry Moulton with Sherry Moulton's art. I just had like a, I don't know, it's, so apparently my camera shut off. I don't know where it shut off, so all I was saying was, put my bubbles really quick. Okay, so apparently my camera shut off. I'm not sure where it shut off at. So what I did, I don't know, like I said, I don't know where you saw it or not. I'm going to do, I did the Vermillion brown, I'm going to call it, the copper, the tin pewter, the orange, then the, I'm going to call it burnt orange. It's not, but that's what I'm going to call it. Oh, and I also did the black, sorry. The blue-black, rather. Right after the brown. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do a swipe. I couldn't find my palette knife, so I got one of those little spatula thingies. I don't know what you'd call those. I actually think it's just a spatula. So I'm going to go ahead in with my cell activator in the center. And I'm going to spin this out and pull down. So wish me the best. I'm terrified. Oh my gosh, maybe I should put it in first, sorry. Let me actually. Sorry guys, I haven't done this yet. Oh, that was terrible. This thing wiggles too much, I think. Okay, try that again. Well, this isn't working for me. Okay, let me actually, I wonder if, sorry guys, trial and error over here. So I wonder if I can just, there we go. So I'm going to do it like that. And then I'm going to spin it out. Still learning. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to try to spin it out again. I don't have a lot of paint right here. So let me just... see if I can't. Wet it just a little, maybe? I don't know. Trial and error, guys. Sorry. Obviously, you just saw me do this like 3 times. The spin, or the swirl thingy. Looks like a fish. You see that in the black? Let's see if I can't. Sorry for my head. See, it's already warping, so it's kind of hard for me to get it up over that edge. I'll try to spin it out again. Pulling in paint now, so I'm getting a little nervous. Well, it's not my favorite, but like I said, it was a first time. It's funny because this one I said it's not my favorite, and then I'm gonna end up loving it probably. Do you guys ever do that when you're like doing a painting and you're like, oh my gosh, I hate this, and then once it's dry you're like, oh my gosh, this one's so pretty, and then the one that you liked when it was wet came out all funky chicken, and you're like, oh, well, I don't like that. I tend to do that quite a bit. Actually, I don't really like a lot of my paintings, so it's kind of hard for me to be like, oh, I love that. But what are you gonna do? Alrighty, so I am going to try to move this stuff out of the way, and then I will bring you guys in for a close-up. I'm a little worried because it's warping so bad, and I know that there's probably a lot of paint on this. Let's see if I can't. Oh. Didn't even grab my other paint, you guys, or my other cups. You grab those really quick. I'm going to clean up, move everything out of my way, and then I will bring you guys in for a close-up. So just bear with me, and I will be right back to you. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to show you. These were the colors. Put them in the bottles because I had a ton of them left over. So, just wanted to kind of show you. There's that brown that I made. Okay, so here's the first one. Let's see, I might have to... Sorry for the glare, I'm trying to get you in there. There we go. Alright, so there's the first one. So all that lacing came out super cool. But then it's kind of muddy over there, I don't like that at all. Like I said, I don't mind that white. It did change a little bit, which is fine. As long as it doesn't warp. And I forgot the blue black on that one. Here's the second one. The second one came out pretty cool. I do like the blue black lacing with the black. So that was pretty cool. I do not like that corner over there. I was messing with that thing for a while and it was just not having it. So there's the second one. And then here's the third one. When I mess up swipe. Do you guys see that little fishy? Let me see if I can. There's his eye and his little face. I have paint all over my hand, sorry. Par for the course, I suppose. So those cells got super big, which is crazy. So like in these ones, you get more of like the lacing and the webbing. And then in the swipe, you get more of the cells. I mean, there's definitely some lacing in there, but I feel like it's more cell-like than anything. I'm trying to get the whole thing in there and I'm short, sorry. So, I mean, it looks pretty cool. You got all those little cells there. Got the little fishy. Do you guys see him? He's so cute. And then you got like different colors. It almost made like a yellow, almost. That white and that orange. There we go. Sorry, my camera's having a hard time focusing. I have a macro lens on there, so it's a little bit harder for it when I get close. I like on the, I'm going to call it at the back of his fin, how that, just a little bit of the blue blacks in there. Well, there we go. Hopefully they dry okay. If not, I guess you guys aren't going to be seeing this video. And if so, then I will see you guys in just a hop, skip, and a jump, and I will see you in just a few minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in a minute. Bye.